What's going on? It's your boy Coach. It is day 48, and so kind of the first thing for me is I did my cardio class this morning. I did a in-body measurement, so this is compared to 3 weeks ago as I look at how today's went and how we're doing. So basically, like I said, even though if these aren't exact numbers, and maybe I'll figure out a way to post all this data in a clean screen to go through, but basically I'm down a couple, like 2.5 pounds. Muscle stayed pretty much the same, which is what we want. And body fat basically came down about 2.5 pounds or about 2 pounds. And then we lost a little bit of water, which kind of expected. So hydration, like I said, it can really make a different result based on how dehydrated or hydrated you go into these. So are these exacts? No, but based on pictures and the waist measurement, I think I'm on a pretty good path. And like I said, I'm not suffering too much. So that's kind of really my main point in this is when you get to a line where you're suffering too much, maybe you need to pull back a little bit. And for me, having done this a few times, I kind of have my diet dialed in. And basically, as we go through this system and as I compile and edit it, I can show, kind of what I do. And maybe I'll have to do a day where we do a day of my life. Not that I'm anybody special or important, but just to kind of see some of my routines that are good for me, and maybe some of those may work for you, maybe they won't. So today's tip, what I'd like to go through is as we're in diet types, let's talk about fasting. And so fasting is got obviously research behind it. Some people big fans, some people not. For me specifically, fasting, especially just full out fasting for a day, is extremely difficult. Like I've maybe said in other videos, but to me, I start food focusing, and it's really all I can think about is not eating meals. And there is a point if I can pass, say maybe 4 p.m., that maybe I'll start to, my hunger is gone and I don't think as much, but it's really a day of a lot of suffering. And when I bring that into the table, it's because my calories have just been too high. I either binge ate or I just went over too many days. And that's it. If I come to the end of the week and I'm on that last day and I just don't have calories left, that's just how it goes. I did it to myself. So if you find that form, cleansing in terms of some people find it, they'll feel better when they fast, thinking more clear, things like that. I have my own interpretation of how it happens for me. But yeah, I mean, there's not just fasting in general for the whole day, but there's other forms of fasting like intermittent fasting. And that is something that I use as a strategy more than anything to keep my deficit in check. I don't think there's any difference whether I had my calories between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. at night, or if I just said, like if I did an 8-hour intermittent fast, that would be, okay, I ate from maybe noon until 8 p.m. at night. And so I had 8 hours to eat my calories for the day. So it's just another form of restriction. I think it just depends on your goals. I think it's something to try. There's a couple, like I said, there's a bunch of different forms that you can do on, off. For some days you'll fast the whole day, some days you'll eat. Look into the research if you'd like, but for really I'd say a good starting point would be like maybe try an 8-hour. Like, so if you're struggling to maintain a caloric control, like let's say, you have 2,000 calories in a day and you keep getting 23, 24, maybe say compress the window when you can eat and just have those guidelines that you have to stick to. It can be a useful approach. And like I said, I kind of do a form of that on the weekends more than anything because I'm busy and it's harder to get meals in. So it's just, like I said, it's going to depend on your lifestyle, and if it's a good or not good, if it's something that's going to help you get to your goals. So really anything that is setting you back or is difficult, and not meaning difficult that it's hard, difficult meaning that mentally is draining and it's something that you are struggling to do and really lacking motivation to do it, those are things you're going to want to take out. And the things that are difficult but you find some sort of reward from it and that it's an encouragement to move towards that way, that is an absolute essential in your whatever lifestyle or plan you kind of customize for yourself. So those are just things to be thinking about. So that's it for today. Tomorrow we're almost getting to 50 days in. So do some meal prep tomorrow, maybe film some of that, and then we will see how we're doing for the next weigh-in. So, till then.